I have a question for you guys. What's your guys' opinion on third-party accessories? If you guys don't understand what I mean by third-party, I'm typically talking about accessories that originally do not come with the figure that you're applying these accessories to. For example, the Marvel Legends release of the Deadpool 2 movie figures, their Deadpool release didn't come with Wade's standard dual Desert Eagles. He came with these weird-looking space ray guns that look goofy as fuck. To remedy that, I could go on AliExpress, buy some 1/12 scale dual deagles for like $5, and voila, now my Deadpool is more accurate to the movies. Essentially what I'm trying to say is that these third-party accessories tend to enhance your experience with action figures 9 times out of 10 for the better. Whether it be fiction issues with the vanilla product, like for example, the neck peg of the Sentinel Toys Miles Morales was way too short for most people, so someone created a peg that would add a bit more neck to Miles. Another example is the Hot Toys Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. They fucked up his mask, and that's honestly a feat in of itself because the Tobey's No Way Home mask is already fucked up to begin with. There was a whole event where somebody literally did a way more trilogy accurate masked head for it. And speaking of No Way Home Tobey, back in my initial review of the SH Figuarts Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, as much as I praised how good the action figure was, I really wasn't the biggest fan of the No Way Home mask, and I talked about how I was looking forward to getting third-party accessories to make my figure actually look like he should. And I ended up getting several heads. 2 of the heads are based on how Tobey's mask looked in Spider-Man 2 and 3, but one is for the SH Figuarts and the other is for the Marvel Legends. Another 2 heads are supposed to be Tobey's mask, but I can't identify which iteration they're supposed to be. But upon further inspection, it looks like they're based on the No Way Home behind the scenes photos of the actual physical mask. And one is based on the 2002 suit, and the model specifically is from Garth Vader's 2002 Spider-Man model, used for the Spider-Man PC Remastered mods. I'm personally more of an aggro-throw enthusiast. No specific reason or bias whatsoever. These heads essentially make the SH Figuarts and Marvel Legends figures look more like their OG movie counterpart. Hell, I even used one for my ArachnidYouth custom figure, more on that later though. And there are 2 titans in this little corner of the action figure industry that every Spider-Man collector have at the very least heard about: Fall Rule Store and Aldi Art Studio. Fall Rule Store has a wide range of Spider-Man heads to select from, ranging from SH Figuarts to Mayfex to Marvel Legends, most of which are Raimi heads, and as a matter of fact, all my Raimi heads come from Fall Rule Store because his price is considerably cheaper than what most charge for theirs. In Aldi Art Studio, pretty much all Raimi, but very limited Raimi. He actually transformed the SH Figuarts Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man into the Spider-Man 3 Black Suit version, but not to be confused with the CT Toys Black Suit, because Aldi's version uses official parts from the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. No bootlegs in sight and way more accurate, though I have personally suggested that he uses the standard KO of SH Figuarts Tobey to cut down on cost because they're essentially of similar quality. Which, now I have explained both parties involved, I'd like to reveal why this video is being made. I'm pretty sure you guys remember that back in my past couple of figure reviews, I've been basically fiending for somebody to make a 2002 torso to outfit the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I may or may not have pitched the idea to Aldi to make a 2002 body, and I may or may not have bought it off of him for the sole purpose of making my own SH Figuarts 2002 Spider-Man. Ladies and gentlemen, the SH Figuarts Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man 2002 edition. This figure is honestly a fever dream to look at. Aldi did an amazing job with the paint details to make it match the SH Figuarts colors, which, in case you're wondering, yes, this is the official SH Figuarts Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man that I'm using. Carl's head legitimizes the torso perfectly. Now the chest is slightly loose, but I did fix it with some sticky tack. Honestly, it was barely noticeable. Aldi did warn me about that before I purchased it, but he also did tell me there was something apparently up with the left shoulder ball joint that limited some of the posability.
This is a really early prototype of my remake of the old head. Okay, as you can see, this is the original joint system with original joints, and that's the butterfly. And that's my mod I did. Well, as you know, as I said, it's kind of loose, but it got the same articulation and the same range as the original one. No, you can move it without any problems. Yeah. As you can see, you can do posing, but the main problem here is the butterfly joint. Okay, let me check. Yeah, it doesn't move at all, only a bit. Let's check the other arm. Yeah, it moves better. It moves really smoothly, but the right one doesn't move at all. That's it.
Now, he says that the left shoulder had limited posability, but as you can see, I don't really have that problem. Maybe he just didn't push it in all the way. Maybe it's a skill issue. Maybe it's Maybelline. This torso, however, is a prototype, so whatever perceived issues I could have had with this may have already been fixed by the time this video goes up. Though, please don't go out of your way to badger him about 2002 torso commissions, because recently he's announced that he'll be taking a break after his end of the year head batches are finished, so he can focus on school, and I don't know if he'll be taking commissions in between. So I would actually wait until he announces he'll be selling 2002 torsos. Remember, patience is a virtue. Let's get down to the budget and pricing of the whole kit bash shebang. How much did this kit run me? Well, the head was only $15, and the Aldi torso was $37. Now mind you, again, my torso is a prototype. The price I got it for may not reflect what price Aldi might make it once he starts to mass produce them. For all intents and purposes, I could have just gotten really lucky and mine was discounted since it's the first of its kind, and I'm pretty much the test dummy. And you still need to get your hands on an official Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which is already being sold over $70. Now, let's get into the assembly process. It's very simple. It requires you to take apart the torso by simply pulling it apart. Now, you may have to get the dumbbell joint in the chest out if it didn't stay in the joint system connected to the pelvis. Simple task, just use some pliers and you're golden. And now, you're halfway there. Now, here comes the hard part, the arms. You have to take them off inside the ball joints connected to the inside of the chest piece, and it's very easy to break them if you're not careful. I recommend the hot water method. Microwave a cup of water till it's hot enough to dip the torso in so the shoulders are both submerged, and then carefully take advantage of the expanded plastic to get the arms out. You can pop them onto the new torso and bam, they're good as new. Now, of course, I didn't follow these instructions and use the patient pull method where I just slowly but surely loosened the joint out through a series of friction warming or something. I don't know. I just know mine came off without me having to douse it in hot holy water. I just don't recommend you do it, notably because I've heard these shoulder joints can break if you're not careful. And of course, what worked for me may not work for you, so why would you risk that? Now, I do want to talk a little bit about budget cuts. Let's say you decide to get the head and torso, but you're too broke to afford the official Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Well, that's where your friend the KO market comes in clutch to save you. 2 months ago, I made a video comparing the CT Tory and standard KO Toby figures, and a lot of people in the comments agreed that despite the size difference, CT was the clear winner of the debate. CT loses in one thing and one thing only: compatibility. Standard KO is pretty much the same figure with the original down to their scale. You can actually swap parts if you desire to, including the Flower Store heads. I'm confident that the standard KO is actually compatible with this 2002 torso, to the point to where you could barely tell that it uses KO parts. And it will still retain the posability. My ArachnidYouth custom actually uses the non-CT Toby KO as its figure base, and it works perfectly. Works way better than the bodycoon that VMToy gave me, and it's way more posable. Anyways, I got sidetracked. Back to 2002 Toby. Just the detail on the torso alone to match with the break pattern of the original figure is triple kiss worthy, I'm gonna be honest. I love the subtle shading under the arms and the shading of the spider, the way the back spider, the fat one, is painted. So I also want to propose a question to you guys. Out of all the Raimi suits, which ones are your favorite? I know typically the most popular one is going to be the 2004 to 2007 suits, but I personally think the 2002 classic suit is heavily overlooked. It's basically the best iteration of the classic suit we've ever gotten. I know a lot of people like to dick write the TASM 2 suit a lot because of the more friendly eyes, but it's still pretty inaccurate because of the spiders. I think the spiders on the 2002 suit are basically perfect. Small front spider, big fat back spider. And over the years, I've come to appreciate the suit a lot more. What's funny is that, you know, my like fucking OC original character Spider Teen, his suit originally was modeled after the 2004 to 2007 suit because the back spider would look like the 2007 version. Over the years of tweaking his design little by little, I decided to use the big fat back spider from the 2002 suit because I think it looks a lot better. Yeah, the chest logo still looks a bit more like the 2004 to 2007 iteration of Raimi, but I will still keep the 2002 back logo of Raimi because I fucking love that back logo. It's the best. Hell, I loved the 2002 suit so much, I actually decided to go on AliExpress and get a 2002 suit and puff painted so it's accurate to the movies. Hell, one day I even randomly decided to get this store-bought 2002 suit that they had. The thing is basically a relic from 2002. This thing is like 22 years old. And yet, here's my girlfriend wearing it. I'm actually surprised it fits her as well because she's short, and it's actually supposed to be for an adult man, which is supposed to be me, but I guess since she's shorter, and I guess since the suit does fit a short person, it works. And so here's both of us together. I'm a pretty girl, pretty girl. And since the torso literally is the same scale as the SH Figuarts Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, he stands the same height. For funsies, here he is right next to the original Toy Biz figure from 2002. It's honestly crazy to think about the fact that this figure is 22 years old. That's 12 years younger than me. That's crazy, honestly. And here he is next to the Toy Biz 2002 Red Dress Mary Jane from the same line. Even though this figure is basically a statue with bonus moving parts, and I bought it off at Impulse, I'm really glad this figure stood the test of time. And of course, let's not forget the reason I've been fiending for a 2002 Spider-Man figure, the PW Toys Green Monster. No words can describe how I feel seeing these two together in updated 1/12 scale. It's amazing. This has now become my favorite piece of my collection. Now you're probably wondering, what am I going to do with the original torso since it's basically become fodder now? I think I'm actually going to get another standard KO and just swap the torso with it, since I still have the 2007 Toby head and it's just been sitting in a bin since I made the switch. This is a one-of-a-kind thing for the time being, and it's all mine. I ain't selling this shit for the world. Once again, shout out to Flower Head Store and Aldi Art Studio for making my dream come true. Now, if someone made a movie-accurate 2007 Venom figure, which is funny because I'm actually going to dive right into my next video topic that just came up, but I feel like it's important to talk about. Anyways, if you want to see more shots of the figure in action, go ahead and follow my Instagram, and I also have an art page on there as well. If you want to support the channel, links will be down in the description below to do so, and I will see you in the next one. See ya!